Hey Aries, what's up? This reading is going to be about what will be happening for you over the next 48 hours. I'm seeing 3 of Cups starting off. I'm also seeing 9 of Wands. Okay, what this means is that there can be a bit of stress. It can be like something going on with one of your friends. You can just feel like there's a lot going on socially. It's definitely going to move in that direction of being a social direction, meaning there can be like a party or an event or something going on with that either being figured out or just work that needs to be done. There can be something about a gathering, about like, just a birthday or like a party or something like that that's going on. This can even mean too, like maybe a bunch of people are going to be reaching out to you at the same time. It can be that type of thing. You can feel like there's just pressure. It feels like this is stuff that matters to you, that you're connected with. At the same time, it can feel like a lot is being asked of you, and it can actually feel a little bit draining too. 3 of Cups, when you don't have the 9 of Wands there, can be like, oh, you're getting to connect, you're getting to socialize, or like something fun is happening where you get to interact. Having the added energy of the 9 of Wands, something about doing all of this can be feeling tiring. That can even mean like later on when the actual thing is going to be happening, I'll be able to be present within that and be happy within that. But right now it's feeling like a lot is being asked of me, or I just have to utilize a lot of my energy for this. And it can feel like you don't have energy for much of anything else besides this. There can also be this feeling of needing to like please somebody that you care about, or it can be multiple people too, you know, like you can have people that are reaching out to you and being like, hey, I need something from you. It looks so that this is like either a person that you're close with or people that you are close with. This doesn't feel like outer friends or anything like this. This feels like people that are like really relevant to you right now in a social way. I wonder too if you feel like you're not having maybe as much time for yourself. That can also be something that's going on. Another way that this can manifest is that in order for things to be good, when it comes to your relationships, you can feel like a lot of effort has to be put in right now. Like things can't really just be left there to take care of themselves. You can feel like you are being called to have to be very involved. It does feel like a social framework in general. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. Having 9 of Wands, and then we also have 7 of Wands here. This is a lot of energy that has to be exerted. So you have 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands. It feels like needing to show up for what it is that you care about and make sure that you do what needs to be done to be like protecting it, or to be nurturing it, or to put that energy in to show that you care, like that type of thing that's happening. I get a feeling of you doing something, but knowing that it's just a lot to be doing. I feel like you're the center of attention though within this. I feel kind of like all eyes are on you. It's giving the energy of you sort of being the VIP here, and that's really why you can't turn away from this. You being at the center. You see how they're like these people here, but then with the Queen of Wands, I'm seeing that be your energy, where it's like you're actually front and center. This is feeling like in the background, sort of socially, what's going on, and you being that one person that like can't really get away. I'm seeing it be like that. So it seems like you're being sought out, sought after, and that can be why it just feels like, you know, maybe you're feeling a bit tired right now. Maybe you feel like you're close to being at capacity here. can be action that's needed on your part too, and that can also be part of this. Queen of Wands also is an energy that, as that's your energy, there can be a lot of things that are attracting in your direction right now. Yeah, some of you have a friend or friends that need help, or you have to help with something. That's what I'm seeing. You have to like participate, but you can feel like I feel like you're the one that's giving a lot of stuff, like giving a lot of help or exerting a lot of energy, and you can feel like, for some of you, maybe a friend is going to be helping you. It feels very much like that type of exchange that you've been involved within. I feel like you're going to be on one of these sides, and maybe even both of them, where there's stuff having to do with like help and assistance, but having to do with like people that you're more closely involved within, like relationships that you're involved within. You telling yourself that you can handle this, trusting your judgment, that type of thing. Also, too, knowing your limitations, that's important just as much as you can know what your strengths are or know where you have something handled. Feels like it's also really important for you to know when to ask for help if you need help, or like where your limitations are, and that being just as powerful as knowing what you can handle on your own. Something else is coming through. It looks like there's something that you have going on right now where you can feel like you're putting in effort, but like not a lot has come from this yet. But you keep having to show up for it, and you can feel almost at your limit. It's going to pay off. Seeing 9 of Pentacles. But yeah, just try to be organized and try to be practical. This is an energy where, because you're exerting so much energy right now, you need to take steps, but it can be baby steps that you're taking. It doesn't have to be like everything all at once. It feels like being more like regular or even with the exertion of your energy is going to be helpful, because things are moving. I get to a lot of self-reliance as well. I do get the vibe that something that you have or something that you're involved in, you're sort of required to show up for it, whatever this may be. As I said before, for most of you, this is going to be a social type of situation. It's just something that's required of you. Now, it feels like whether it's a convenient time or not, you're really needed in this moment. And it can be something where you're like, I don't know if I can do this, you know? Having Queen of Wands here and having Page of Pentacles, there can be this feeling of, I'm still figuring this out. I'm still learning how to do this. And 9 of Pentacles does show you being capable, but you can question that within yourself. So even though you're coming out as the Queen of Wands, which is putting you in a light energetically where you're very much able to do this, 8 of Swords tells another story about what's going on mentally and internally for you, where you can be trying to work with yourself and having a difficult time. You know, you can be second guessing things, you can be feeling anxious, you can be feeling worried, you can be feeling stuck at times. Even though it looks like externally you're still showing up, it does feel like there's a little bit of something else that's going on internally. And for some of you, nobody else has really much of an idea that this is going on for you. It can be something that you're sort of more privately or silently stressing out about a little bit, or just feeling a little bit shut down, or just having a hard time moving through something that can feel like you're sort of trapped inside your head a little bit. That can also be part of it too. I feel like it may be hard for you to show up in a social setting because of you going through it, but you almost still have to, in a way. It feels like you're sort of just, it's needed from you. But this can be a time where you're learning how to go through something where it's challenging for you and you still have to tend to other things that are important to you, where you can't really sideline anything. Just feels like a lot that's going on all at once. If you need help, ask for help. I am seeing there be support around you if need be, but you may also be required to support someone or those around you. So it can be like both of those things that are happening. If you need help, ask for help. If that's not you, somebody may be asking you for help. It doesn't look like it's going to be, if you need help, it doesn't feel like you need a lot of help. It looks like it would just be something small. If someone's asking a favor from you or help from you, it doesn't look like it's a lot. It feels like they don't need that much, but you can feel like on a regular day I'd be able to do this, but today I have a lot going on, and it can feel like trying to find that balance between how do I make sure that I'm showing up for myself and how do I make sure that I'm showing up for this other person or these other people. That can be part of it too. I am seeing you come into a place of feeling aligned with yourself where you snap into this energy where I'm seeing you get things done. I'm not seeing anything be outside of your bandwidth here. I'm seeing you feel connected with the part of yourself that's really capable of moving through this, at least in the way that you're showing up. So even though you can be questioning things internally, I'm seeing externally you get done whatever needs to get done. So that's not really much of a question here. And it feels like too, with Seven of Wands and with Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands feels like you needing to like show up and do what needs to be done. Seven of Wands is a card of not buckling under pressure. And because of not buckling under pressure, the Eight of Wands can be that feeling of, am I going to, or am I going to be able to do this? But I get that this is less a game of whether you're capable or not, because I'm seeing you as being capable, and more a game of, how do I ground myself when I'm feeling ungrounded? Or how do I tend to my mental health when I'm starting to feel kind of shaky or unstable there? How do I work with myself when I'm feeling stressed out, or when I'm feeling stuck, or when I'm not feeling in flow, or just, like that type of thing, and working with yourself at that point. Yeah, I get this feeling of people sort of knocking at your door at a time when you're just like going through something. It's like not the best time for people to be showing up. Nonetheless, I'm seeing them be like around you for some reason. It's like something annoying like that where you may have preferred to be left alone, but I'm just seeing people be around you and kind of need you at this time. And again, it's like people that you're close with. So it's not just like random people. This is people that it like matters to you to show up for them. So yeah, I can just feel hectic in that way. Ending the reading with, on the bottom of the deck, having King of Cups here. The way that you manage yourself mentally and emotionally as you go through this is going to be basically like the foundation for you successfully moving through this process. So just keep that in mind, how you're tending to things on an internal level, because I'm seeing everything externally you're going to show up for, but you also need to show up for yourself in an internal way. So that's what's going to be going on. With that being said, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.